morning everyone. In this session, we will be discussing a topic which perhaps is the single most important thing for our babies, breastfeeding. By the end of this session, our aim is to learn about the importance and benefits of breastfeeding, how to achieve exclusive breastfeed in a mother-baby diet, how to handle commonly encountered problems, and some important tips to ensure breastfeeding. Benefits of breastfeeding: well, it has advantages to all the parties concerned, that is, the baby itself, the mother, and the family. For baby, this is the best diet possible, which has been made and composed by his or her mother according to the baby's requirement. It is easily digestible. It has protective elements which provide immunity and protection for the newborns from infection. The chances of the baby on exclusive breastfeed to die of any infection, whether diarrhea or respiratory infection, is many times decreased. In the long term, the chances of non-communicable diseases like diabetes, heart disease, allergy also decreases. These infants have higher IQs than non-breastfed infants. For many mothers, early breastfeeding after birth causes uterine involution, thus decreasing postpartum hemorrhage. It delays new pregnancy by causing lactational amenorrhea. It decreases the chances of breast or ovarian cancer in future, results in earlier loss of extra weight gain during pregnancy, and results in better bonding with the baby. It also benefits the family as it is cheaper and also saves time of family. But despite all these benefits, if we see the data then in India, in 2019 to 2021, only around 64% of the infants received exclusive breastfeed during the initial 6 months. And only 41% of the newborns received breastfeed within 1 hour of life. This highlights the importance of more sensitization and learning about the topic. Before we go ahead, let's see the definition of exclusive breastfeed. It is giving the baby only breastfeed till 6 months of life and nothing else, except medications if required. So, even if the infant is given water or top fed even once, it doesn't remain exclusive breastfeed. So, how do we achieve exclusive breastfeed in a mother-baby diet? First, to ensure initiation of breastfeed within first hour of life, and second, to maintain exclusive breastfeed during postpartum period. And believe me, initiation of breastfeeding within 1 hour of delivery is not easy. For that, we have to ensure uninterrupted skin-to-skin contact from birth till the first breastfeeding is done, or at least 1 hour. For this, we need to deliver the baby on mother's abdomen and not take the well baby to radiant warmer. We need to minimize oral suctioning and do it only if required. We should postpone doing weight, giving vitamin K only after the first breastfeed is done. How do we ensure breastfeeding during postpartum period? First, baby needs to be roomed in with mothers 24 hours a day. Second, maximum skin-to-skin contact with the baby should be encouraged. Third, a conducive environment in the form of good nutrition, hydration, emotional support, and least distractions for the mother has to be ensured. One important thing to be emphasized to the mother is that the baby has to be given demand-based feed rather than time-scheduled feeds. That means whenever there are signs of hunger in the baby, like stirring, mouth opening, turning head to one side, stretching, increased physical movements, hand to mouth, etc., the baby has to be nursed. If the baby has started crying, that is a very late sign, and now it will be difficult to feed the baby. And also, it is not necessary to feed the baby 2 to 3 hourly. Whenever the baby is hungry, breastfeed the baby then and there. Coming to the various problems faced during the breastfeed. Well, the list is exhausting. From engorgement to mastitis and abscess, flat nipple to inverted nipple, premature babies, and so on and so forth. But the most important and most common problem you would face is, मेरा बच्चा दूध नहीं पी रहा है. Baby is not breastfeeding adequately. Or दूध कम आ रहा है, not adequate breast milk. But believe me, 90% of these problems, or maybe more, can be solved by 3 simple steps. First, appropriate counseling. Second, ensuring proper attachment, and third, good position of baby and mother. Counseling in itself requires an elaborate discussion, but to be concise, the important components of it are: you start with introducing yourself. Then you make a rapport with them. Don't forget the importance of non-verbal communication. Don't be in a hurry. But while assessing breastfeeding, the most important thing is that a female attendant is present with them, especially if you are a guy like me. And the most essential point, show empathy and compassion towards them. With this attitude, you then assess the position and latching, for which you observe a breastfeeding session. In positioning for the infant, the full body should be supported. Baby should be turned towards the mother. Baby's tummy should be in contact with the mother's tummy, and the head should be aligned with the body. That is, ear, shoulder and hip should be in same line. Now this photo shows the incorrect position of the baby, where none of these criteria are being followed. There are different positions which can be used while breastfeeding. Each one has some advantages over the other. I won't be going into details of each of them, but remember, no one position is correct or bad. It's just that the diet should be comfortable and should achieve adequate milk transfer. Laid back position works well for the first latch or when the baby is struggling with the latching. Sideline can be used post LACS when the mother cannot sit due to pain. The cradle is the most commonly used position but gives slightly less control over the body's neck, which is actually more when cross cradle is used, so it's good for premature babies. Football position, again for premature babies, twins or with last breast. After ensuring good position, baby's cheek or lips are touched with the nipples. The rooting reflex gets activated and baby will open the mouth wide. At that time, put the nipples inside the mouth. Signs of good attachment, as you can see, are the mouth is wide open. Chin should be touching the breast. The lips should be everted. And areola, especially the lower part, should not be visible. Whereas in this photo, the mouth opening is narrow, lips are not everted, chin is not touching the breast, and the lower areola is visible, suggesting improper attachment and needs to be improved. So, as I said, if good counseling, latching and positions are ensured, then most of these problems can be solved, though a few will require specific solutions. Important tips during breastfeeding. First, hold the baby by the nape of the neck and not on the occiput, because otherwise baby will try to arch away from the breast. Second, always let the infant empty one breast, and if the baby is still hungry, then only offer the second breast. This is because of the concept of foremilk and hindmilk. When the baby starts feeding, first foremilk is secreted. It's rich in proteins, sugars, vitamins and minerals. It has more water content, so quenches the thirst of the baby. And then later, hind milk comes at the end of the feed, which is rich in fat and so provides more energy and provides satiety. So if second breast is offered before emptying the first breast, the hind milk of the first breast is not provided. So the thirst will be taken care of, but the baby won't get adequate calories, later resulting in failure to thrive and inadequate weight gain. Third, breastfeeding at night is equally or even more important than daytime feeding. The reason is the prolactin reflex. When babies suckle at the breast, impulses are sent to the anterior pituitary to make prolactin, which in turn increases milk production through the breast gland. This prolactin hormone is produced more at night. Therefore, it is important to ensure nighttime feeding to maintain adequate breast milk output. It also means that the earlier the baby is put to the breast and the more the baby suckles, more will be milk production. And lastly, we need to ensure a conducive and comfortable environment for the mother. Under the oxytocin reflex, when the baby suckles, posterior pituitary secretes oxytocin, which stimulates the gland to eject into the duct. Now this reflex needs the mother to be confident, happy, stress-free and pain-free. So these need to be ensured. So take home messages would be: breast milk is the best possible diet for any infant. All infants should be exclusive breastfeed till 6 months of life. To achieve exclusive breastfeed, we have to ensure early initiation of breastfeed, which can be achieved by uninterrupted skin to skin contact after birth and minimizing procedures which can interfere with breastfeeding. Appropriate counseling, correct positioning and latching form the cornerstones which can solve most of the problems related to breastfeeding. Frequent feedings, especially nighttime feedings, are important to maintain adequate milk output. Conducing a comfortable environment are must for the baby to achieve exclusive breastfeed. Thank you.